I've talked about death and in transformation, and that my transformation, when I first saw the completeness of it, where the feelings dropped away, that I didn't see, it wasn't as perhaps as harsh as some of the other descriptions that I'd heard, people give of their experience of it.
In other words, you didn't feel like you died. So my question is, if Donna says to you or Marilyn says to you, "Are you transformed? Have you transformed your life?" What would you say?
Yes.
You would say yes.
Yes.
And who is the expert for you in terms of your transformation?
Me.
You are.
Yes.
So then, when you say you're transformed, then what does it mean?
I am transformed.
Exactly.
In the way that I transform.
Exactly. In whatever way you say it is. Now, is it possible that you're not transformed?
I suppose
Just answer the question.
Yes.
It's a hugely important. Yes, it's an important question, because the absolute saying of "yes, I'm transformed" is the indicator that you've just shifted, that there's just a little movement. It's only when you hold the possibility open that there is not that action of transformation.
and the possibility lives in the watching of myself.
Yeah, because if you say, someone says to you, "Are you transformed?" and you say, "Yes, I transformed my life," and then they say, "Are you positive you're transformed?" In a certain sense, that's a test to see if you actually have transformed, because if you have, then you always hold the possibility that you have not. That's where your true life is. So 99% of you then would be transformed,
Yes.
and 1% of you would be the
Yes.
doubt about that. And in that 1% lives the whole world.
Yes.
Listen to this, because it's important. That means to say, in that 1%, it used to be that 90%, 99% of you was feeling, was a hatred, was the way you interacted with the world, right?
Yes.
You would get angry, you get upset. As a matter of fact, now you say, "How in the hell did I ever live that way?" Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now, and this is important for you, right now then, 1% of you is the anger, the hatred, the upsettedness, the child molester, the killer, the murderer. So still 1% of you is that way, but what's the other 99%? The other 99%.
It's clear.
So you have switched places with yourself. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
What used to be huge is now tiny, and what used to be tiny is now huge. The thing is what was tiny, which is reality, is now huge, which is reality. And the illusion is now tiny. But is it gone?
No.
It's not gone.
As it's only 1%. If we're talking about percentages,
I mean, that's not true. None of this
Right.
stuff that I'm saying
It's
is
the
true.
speck.
It's the piece, yes.
That piece is now seeable. Before, the piece was, because the entire world was, for me, my reality was the entire world was anger and
Yeah, so you couldn't see that.
so I
little
couldn't
speck.
see it. It just seemed like that's the way things were. Having a little piece now, when the little piece comes up to show itself, it's seen clearly.
Then you can see it.
Yes.
Now there is the place where you take the 1% and what do you start doing with it?
shrinking.
Shrink, 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 shrink.
Yes.
And that's the place where you can shrink it. And what shrinks it?
Seeing it.
What shrinks it after seeing it?
What shrinks it.
What do you do after you see it? When you see your greed, what do?
Speak it out.
Speak it out. The truth will set you free. The truth will set you free, but it doesn't die then, does it?
No.
It continues the action of setting you free. So being set free is a constant action. It's not, "Oh, I'm free. Now I don't have to do anything anymore." Because
Although there is some, they're not.
there is that.
Yes.
But that's not it. Because if that were it, then transformation wouldn't be worth diddly squat, would it? Because you'd say, "I'm transformed now." Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I've got it. And then you die. You see?
Yes.
So the action of transforming, of truth setting you free, is a continuous action. But it takes an alive, aware mind to say, "There's my greed. There's my whatever it is. There's that, there's that." And that's taking, as I said before, that's taking that 1% and shrinking it down smaller and smaller and smaller.